Battle not with monsters, lest ye become a monster. And if you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you.
But I would say, bring it on. If you gaze into the abyss long enough, you see the light, not the darkness.
Are you sure about that?
I'm betting my life on it.
Yeah, that's a heck of a bet.
Well, that's
because it might distort your mind to where all you see
is abyss.
is abyss,
Yeah.
is the evil in this world.
Well,
It's
then I would say you haven't looked long enough. It's like the story of Christ psychologically is radical acceptance of the worst possible tragedy. That's what it means. That's what the crucifix means. Psychologically, it's like gaze upon that which you are most afraid of. But that story doesn't end there, because in the story, Christ goes through death into hell. So death isn't enough. The abyss of innocent death is not sufficient to produce redemption. It has to be a voluntary journey to hell. And maybe that's true for everyone.
Hello, welcome. Check out my haircut, man. Well, I don't know if it's a haircut. Well, it is a haircut. It's just a little gnarly, longer in some areas, shorter in others, but we're gonna just pray for that to be short term. I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. I mean, I was already kind of here, like with the hair, so just is what it is. Now I just look like a cancer patient. Before, harder to tell. Now, yeah, I'm gonna stand out. You're gonna be like, what the hell is that guy's story? And I'll tell you if you want to know. Anyways, cool story. Lex and Jordan talking about the abyss, staring into the abyss. I think I'm staring into the abyss right now, and I am seeing the light, which is not an easy thing to do. I think to voluntarily walk, figuratively, towards suffering, towards a period of time in your life you know you're going to hate in some ways, and it's going to not only affect you but your loved ones. That takes some courage and bravery that I didn't know I had pre-cancer. If you would have told me, hey, you're going to get a brain tumor and you're going to need to figure that out, I would have thought my life would crumble completely and I would suffer tremendously, but I haven't. So I'm proud of myself for that. But I'm staring into the abyss right now, and I'm walking towards it, and I am seeing the light. I'm seeing the positivity every single day. I think that's through humor, for one. I think I have a good sense of humor, very flexible, very, I don't think I get offended too often, so that helps a little bit. I think I'm just a lighthearted person. Like, if you really know me, you know, yeah, I don't get too serious too often. Like, you're gonna have to really disrespect me, or you're gonna have to stomp on my toes again and again to test my patience. I like to think that I have a good amount of patience, but my brain tumor itself biologically has made me more irritable. It's also affected my short-term memory. So if I go to the grocery store, I park, I go and do my shopping and walk back out. Unless I made a mental note of where I parked, I just have no idea where I parked. So that's a thing. So short-term memory and irritability are problems that I'm not proud of. I don't like having problems. However, I still very much feel like myself, if not even a sharper version of myself, because of my diet. So yeah, ketosis is interesting, man. I got a keto cookbook. If you're not familiar with ketosis, I'm on no sugar and no carbs. I think I've been no sugar for a good 2 months at least. And people are impressed by that. Like, it wasn't a big change for me, honestly. Like, I kind of have a sweet tooth if I want a sweet tooth, but I can also go with no sugar for a week and be all right. It's just like I don't have that sugar craving like most people do, I think. Anyways, the hard part about ketosis is not the sugar. Sugar is easy. You just go get sugar-free stuff and it tastes sweet and you're fine. Like sugar-free Gatorade, sugar-free Pure Leaf. Even they have sugar-free sweet tea Pure Leaf. I'm like, how the heck do you guys pull this off? It's probably some stevia or whatever, or stevia. I don't know how to say the word, but Anyways, carbs are the hard part. No carbs. Now the thumbnail. I hope you guys like the thumbnail. I made it myself. First time I like tried making a thumbnail. I think it's kind of funny. Okay, don't get offended by it. I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about anybody else. So please don't get offended. I'm sorry if you find that offensive, but I thought it was funny. Anyways, carbs are hard because carbs are in vegetables, fruits, all your snacky goods, all your big bulk like foods. They're probably carb filled, and I think carbs. Now, this is me theorizing as just a random nobody, not medical person at all. I think carbs is what's really the problem when it comes to metabolic health, and sugar is the fuel. So, like, carbs are the problem, sugar is the fuel. Does that make sense? So if we really want to tackle metabolic issues such as cancer being a metabolic disease, because that's kind of what makes sense for my life, I think sugar and carbs is like where you start. There's a lot of people in my situation who kick cancer's butt, and good for them. They get rid of their brain tumor. However, there's something called cancer stem cells, which I heard from somebody that is not well understood by most oncologists. And if you're unfamiliar, an oncologist is supposed to be a cancer treatment specialist. So if a cancer treatment specialist is unaware of something called cancer stem cells, we got a lot of problems, brother. We got a lot of problems. I do want to make some shout outs because this ketosis journey has not been independent. I didn't know ketosis was helpful for cancer treatment. I didn't know that it would help me reduce my tumor's volume, which it's supposed to, but we don't know that yet. We'll see in March when I get my MRI. But there are some shout outs. First one, really cool guy on Reddit. His name is Stereo Match. He's got a Substack that I will link to this video. And I don't really know what Substack is. It sounds like a place where you just kind of post like blogs, and then people can read your blogs and get informed on whatever subject you're talking about. That's roughly what I think it is. But I found him through Reddit, and that was through the Cancer Metabolic subreddit. Now, this is a special place. Well, there's two. It's the Cancer Metabolic subreddit, and then there's the Beat Cancer subreddit. So if you don't know what Reddit is, that's okay. Reddit is a weird place. I wouldn't recommend it to the average Joe because it's weird. Okay, there's just weird people. You get banned a lot. It is what it is. Anyways, these people are cool. These people think cancer is a metabolic disease, meaning it is impacted based on the foods that you eat. They are giving me the information I need to beat cancer, because the oncologists, like, you ask yourself this: how well have oncologists done with cancer treatment in the last 3 decades? I would say pretty awful, pretty terrible, to be honest. So it's not that I dislike or distrust or am against standard of care treatment. It's that I accept it. I will follow what you ask me to do. However, I'm not happy fully with what you have in front of me here. And you've told me I'm going to die. Therefore, I'm going to pursue other methods that I think will work for me, and I think will kick cancer's butt. And not only kick cancer's butt, but kick future cancer's butt, to get rid of my future cancer stem cells. So when I'm living 5 years down the line, I'm not thinking, oh my God, when am I going to get cancer again? It was in my brain. It's going to come back. I'm going to get rid of that possibility. Okay. So these people are who I'm turning to. You can say that's irresponsible. You can say that's not correct. You can say all you want to say. However, it is my life. And I'm very grateful that I can make decisions in my life that will impact my future. Because if I couldn't do that, things would not be good. Things would not be good. I'd be down and out, and I'd be depressed. But I have decisions. I have decision-making capabilities. And these are the decisions I'm making. And you can have your own opinions about them. I want to talk to you very briefly about ketosis. So you're probably wondering, ketosis, what the heck are you eating, brother? If you can't eat vegetables, you can't eat fruits, you can't eat blah, blah, blah. Good question. I'd like to shout out my mother for a simply keto practical approach to health and weight loss. I don't really care about weight loss, but I will have you know I lost 15 pounds at least. I think I was walking around at 165 pre-cancer, and I'm 149 as of this week. Like, yeah, I don't know exactly how much I weigh right now, but this thing is cool. Let me just show you like 3 things that I'm like, wow, I want to eat that. Give me a sec. Okay, first of all, if you like breakfast, this looks incredible. Okay. Blueberry mug muffin. Look at the ingredients. Wait. There's the ingredients. A little bit of almond flour, a little bit of coconut flour, some sweetener, baking powder, egg, unsalted butter. Brother, man, like, come on now. That is phenomenal. Okay, let me show you 2 more. All right, now my pizza lovers, check that bad boy out, man. Quick and easy personal pizza. I would eat like 10 of those in one day, man. All right, here's the ingredients. Mozzarella, almond flour, garlic powder, salt, pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, Italian seasoning. Like, are you kidding me? I can eat that and stay in ketosis? Like, come on now. All right, one more. For all my cookie lovers, these are like classics. So if you can't like these, man, I don't even know. Egg yolk, salted butter, vanilla extract, almond flour, style sweetener, baking powder, pinch of salt, and then stevia sweetened chocolate chips. Like, come on, man. Look at that. Look how yummy that looks. I would eat another 10 of those. Like, come on now. So, I'm not like eating nothing good. Like, I have a beautiful fiance who is an excellent chef and an excellent baker who I lean on heavily, and I'm like, "Hey, listen. I'm going to need to see some of this almond flour and coconut flour stuff cuz like that looks good and I want to try that. I haven't had a cookie and I don't know how long, okay?" Anyways, I'm going to throw up some numbers here. So we'll start with that one is my glucose monitor, and then we'll go here is my ketone monitor, and then like right here is my GKI index. You're probably like, what the heck am I looking at? And that's a fair question. I poke my finger and get a blood droplet. I used to do it twice a day. Now I'm doing it once a day. And I would be tracking my GKI index. And if you're like, what the heck is a GKI index? Basically, all you need to know is I need to be below a 2.0. And then I'm officially in ketosis. Okay. So I told you I was trying to be in ketosis for the last 25 days. That's a rough estimate. I think it's probably longer than that. I think I went like no sugar first, cut that out completely, and then I went no carbs. Well, limited carbs because you can't really do no carbs. So I would say it's been 3 weeks of trying to be fully in ketosis. There was a Tuesday, I think this was a few weeks ago, where I experienced something called the keto flu. I'm going to throw up a little information about what the heck a keto flu is because I read briefly about it, but I had no idea what it was. Essentially, you have the flu, you have all the symptoms of the flu, you just don't have a fever because it is not the flu. It's your body responding to your new metabolic shift to ketosis. If you think about it, why do you think cancer has been such a modern problem? Like, if you think back to like 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, were they like talking about cancer a lot? Maybe you could say, oh, they just didn't know it was cancer, but it was cancer. Sure, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and say it wasn't a problem because they didn't have as much processed food. And me saying, hey, processed food is an issue is not going to like shock anybody. Like, we all know it's a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and take a step further and say it is a gigantic problem because we are eating in a way that we never used to eat. Think about human history, think about evolution. Were we eating processed foods for 99% of that time? No, sir. We were not eating processed foods. Our evolution can't catch up to our diet shifts. And I think we are experiencing the results. I'm experiencing the results. I don't know if this was metabolic or not. doesn't matter. I can fix it metabolically. I can be like, okay, I'll eat right and work out and take good meds and kick this, what's butt. But I don't know why I have this. I don't need to know. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of things in life you don't really need to know. Might just add emotional suffering. I've learned that in my past, that sometimes questions are better left unanswered. And I don't think I'll ever get an answer to this one, but that's okay. Like I said, you're staring into the abyss. You can choose to see light in that. I think you have a choice, or you can choose to only see darkness and suffering and evil. I'm seeing a lot of evil when it comes to cancer treatment, and you'll know that from my other video about my cancer protocol and treatment and plans and medication. So I'm seeing more evil than I ever imagined I would see in my life, to be honest. These last 3 months have been terrible to me, but it's also shifted my worldview in a very negative manner, and I'm not happy about that. It's not like I wanted to be cynical. I wanted to have all these terrible realities hit me in the face. Sometimes, though, when you're faced with death and you do what you got to do, these realities are just kind of part of you, man. They just kind of hop on your back. They're like, okay, well, if you're going to fix your problem, which is a problem for many, 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 many people in this world, you're going to need to know this reality, whether you like it or not. And my goal here is to not only put my story out into the open and let people understand what I'm experiencing, but talk about those evils in a responsible manner and in a manner that I want to contribute to the solution. I am not going to be an idle passenger in this life, watching people suffer, watching people die, watching people have brutal experiences when I know why they're having these brutal experiences. I'm very blessed to be educated and informed more than most people in this world about cancer, about how to stop cancer. And I'm not going to be selfish and just take that for myself. I want to spread the word. I want to be transparent and open and help people. Okay. I help people in my career, and I want to help people online, and I want to help people in this country, and I want to help people in the world. And I'm not the only one on that journey. I know there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, there's problems, there are solutions, but the solutions are costly and taxing and dangerous. This is now a dangerous part of my life that I'm entering. If I want to change the way things are done, I need to recognize the dangers associated with that. Sounds scary. My life is a little bit scary. There's a lot of scariness, but you got to stare into the abyss sometimes. If you avoid the abyss and you pretend it's all sunshine and rainbows, just like you would hope it would be, you'll be disappointed. And it's kind of like anxiety. I dealt with social anxiety severely in high school. I used to run from it. I used to panic about it. And then I got a job where I needed to teach people about mental health. And when you get up in front of people and you have social anxiety, guess what? I faced that anxiety. I pushed through that anxiety. I learned how to talk in front of people. Streaming online, making YouTube videos, this is now natural to me because I've learned how to speak. I've learned how to speak my thoughts eloquently and think about what I say before I say it. That is a very valuable lesson I've learned. I'm in step 1 of a multi-step process, but I'm doing everything I can. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the sauna. I'm meeting amazing people in the sauna. I never thought I would meet people in the sauna. I always just thought everyone's silent and you sit there, but no. There's some cool people in the sauna. Of course they're cool, man. They're trying to better their lives. I don't really share my story unless it feels relevant or it feels like a good time. I don't like to trauma dump. is what I would call that, because my life is a little bit traumatic. I don't really view it as traumatic. I view it as like just one step of the process. But I understand people who are not in my shoes view this as traumatic and life ruining, but I don't view it that way. So you don't have to view it that way. You don't need to pity me. Like I said, believe in me, because the belief is going to go way further. My hunger level used to be like this, and now it's like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, I know I'm hungry when I get a little bit moody and hangry. For sure, I can tell I'm hungry. But I don't feel it in my stomach. I don't feel that gut, that like, oh, stomach gurgling. Oh, I'm so hungry. I can't even do anything. It's like, I could eat. I could not eat. That's okay. I'll probably eat dinner. I can make it till dinner. It's like hunger does not impact me really at all. I can go work out and not eat lunch in the morning. I can like not eat breakfast, go work out, an intense workout, and then not eat lunch and then just eat dinner, and I'll be okay. And I know I'm young, so it's probably like, well, yeah, because you're 25, blah, blah. Oh, I don't care. I'm also 25 and I got a brain tumor, so like, I'll take what I can get, man. Not to be too mean or anything. I don't want to be mean. No time for being mean or rude. There's just no time. We gotta live our full lives, live the best lives we can. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope you guys see that, and I hope I'm inspiring some of you to, one, look at what you're eating, two, always just try to eat better. 3, go work out. I'm going to Vasa Fitness. I got a 3-day trial and I loved it. It's amazing. I get to go sit in a sauna, go cold plunge, and then go sit in a sauna, and then go out in the hot tub, and it's amazing. And I'm doing it 3 times a week. So go work out. Just stay fit, stay active, and stay busy, and take your supplements. At least vitamin D. That's the one thing I'll say. Everyone should, in Nebraska, at least where I live, you should take vitamin D, because we don't get enough of it. But that's all I got. Peace out. Much love. Stay tuned for whatever comes next. Peace out.